Hello guys, and welcome to this 15 minutes arm balancing yoga class. We're gonna get started with some wrist warm-ups. So we're coming into a tabletop pose, and one by one we're gonna flip over the hands in different directions to warm up the wrists. And then we are gonna roll our wrists first to the left side and then to the right side. Getting your wrists nice and warm before you're practicing arm balances is, I think, the most important part of doing arm balances. To protect your wrists and to be able to hold your arm balances a little bit longer. Then we're gonna hold our plank for 30 seconds. And here think about pushing through your palms all the way into your toes. Feel the energy flowing upwards from your arms to your toes and make it a strong pose. Then slowly we're gonna lower down to chaturanga, upward dog, into our downward facing dog, and stretch it all out here. Then we're gonna step or hop to the top of the mat. On an inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat. And we're gonna prepare ourselves for the first arm balance. First, we're gonna do a yogi squat to open the hips a little bit and to bend the knees. And the first arm balance is going to be the crow pose. In preparation for the crow, we're gonna do a forward fold to stretch out the hamstrings and our backs. So we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. And then we're going into our first arm balance, the crow pose. Here it's important to place your feet right behind your hands, the same width apart. And we're gonna start with our knees on top of our elbows. So not all the way into the armpits, but above the elbows. And what's most important is your gaze. Your gaze must be a bit forward to the floor. And then slowly you can start to find your balance. And when you have a right spot to look at, you just hold your focus there and push into your arms. With your knees you push into your legs and try to balance for as long as you can. Don't be scared. If you're afraid, put a pillow underneath your head, and it's okay to fall. And our next pose is gonna be Bakasana. This one is very much like crow pose, but the difference is we put our knees in our armpits and we straighten our arms. Once you've done the crow pose, you can try to start the same way with your hands in the same width as your feet, and then you put your knee in your armpit. Try first one and then the other one, and then you do both at the same time. Your gaze is slightly forward to the floor and you try to find your balance. Once you found your balance, you can try to straighten your arms and really push in with those knees into your armpits. Very good job, guys. Let's shake out those wrists, and then we're coming into a downward facing dog. And here you're gonna lift up your right leg and bring your knee into your right elbow and back up, knee to your nose, straighten your leg again, and your knee to your left elbow, back up, and now we're gonna bring our knee to the right elbow again and then place it for a pigeon pose. So here it's important that the back leg is straight behind you and your front leg is supposed to be 19 degrees angle. On an inhale, you're gonna put your hands up, and on an exhale, you're gonna fold forward for a sleeping swan. This we're gonna hold for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then we push ourselves up to the three-legged dog again, chaturanga down to a up-facing dog, and back to our downward facing dog. Now, of course, we're gonna lift up our left leg, bend the knee and bring our left knee into our left elbow. And the same thing, leg up, knee to the nose, leg up, knee to the right elbow, and one more time up, and your knee comes to the to the left elbow. And you hold it here for a couple seconds, and then you bring it into a pigeon pose. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, forward fold into your sleeping swan. Again, hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds. And we're coming back up again into our three-legged dog, chaturanga down to a high cobra or upward facing dog, and back to our downward facing dog. And now we're coming into a seated position. So what we're gonna do now is we're bending our right knee and place it like the tree pose, but in a seated position. You want a 19-degree angle here. On an inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, forward fold, and again hold this for about 20-30 seconds. Try to relax into the pose and coming back up again and doing the same on the left side. So bend the left knee into a 19-degree angle and forward fold, and hold this for 20 to 30 seconds. Then we're coming to a standing position, and here we're gonna practice first the tree pose. So place your right leg above your knee in the tree pose and stay here. Find a way to put your gaze on, find the drishti. Very good. And then we're gonna make a figure 4. So you put your right leg above your knee on top of your other leg, and then we're gonna bend it into a squat and hold this. Then coming into a folded position, so put your hands on the floor in front of you, still in the figure 4. And from here we can make our arm balance. So what is important here is that your right knee is in your right armpit, and with your right foot, you hook around your left arm. So this is the grip that you have. And once you have that grip, you can try to find your balance slowly and still keep that left leg bent. And again, look a bit to the front on the floor. And once you found the balance with your left leg, you can try to reach up for a flying pigeon pose. But this will take some time, so be patient with yourself and Just try it out in your own time. And then we're coming into a child's pose to give your body a little bit of a rest. Coming out of the child's pose, walking ourselves up to a standing position. And now we're gonna do the same thing, but then with the left leg. So we're gonna bend our left knee and place it into a tree pose. Try to hold it and look for a drishti, a spot on the floor where you can focus on. Very good. Then we're coming into the figure 4 pose again. So the foot comes on top of the knee and not against it. And squat it down and try to hold it here for about 15 seconds. Very good. Then we're coming into the figure 4 again and then the forward fold. So place your hands in front of you and hold the fold. And once you feel comfortable enough, you can try out to balance here as well. This is my bad leg, so as you can see, I cannot yet put my right leg all the way up to the flying pigeon. But as you can see, it's also okay to just keep it with a bent knee. And we're gonna get ready for our last arm balance, and this is the side crow. So you're gonna bend your knees, coming into a seated position, and you're gonna place your hands against your left or right leg. And one elbow is gonna support the hips and the other elbow is gonna support the upper leg to the knee. And this one is a lot easier than the flying pigeon, so I would say give it a go. And once you found the support with your legs for your arms, you can slowly try to lean a bit forward and again look for that drishti, the spot on the floor where you can focus on and find your balance. And once you found the balance, you can try to open your legs into a split. So your top leg is going to the back and your front leg is coming to the front. As you can see, it's very easy to balance in this pose. Once you found the little trick, you can hold it for as long as you want. So try it out, I would say, and good luck with this side crow pose. And for me, those arm balances are just really fun to try out and to play with. And yeah, it's amazing to me to see that you just need a lot of balance and not necessarily strength or flexibility. That's why they're called arm balances. So anyone could do it with a lot of practice. I bet you can do it as well. And that was it for today. Good job, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a little stretch it out into child's pose, maybe to surrender and relax after all the hard work that you've done. I hope you had fun just like me. I really like arm balances, so I hope I inspired you to try some. And I want to thank you so much for watching and joining me on the mat today. If you're interested in some more yoga and stretching videos, you can have a look at my playlist on my channel. And then I see you in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye bye. And that was it for today. Good job, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a little stretch it out into child's pose, maybe, to surrender and relax after all the hard work that you've done. I hope you had fun just like me. I really like arm balances, so I hope I inspired you to try some. And I want to thank you so much for watching and joining me on the mat today. If you're interested in some more yoga and stretching videos, you can have a look at my playlist on my channel. And then I see you in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye bye.